Okay, so today's Thursday, and as I look at my calendar, Tuesday was very clear of any meetings. No structure, but I got a lot done. One of the things I got done was preparing for a packed day of meetings on Wednesday, yesterday. And yesterday was our kickoff, where I, as the new manager of this and the other office, did uh, my formal introduction to everybody, and I gave a training and outlined the year's goals and things like that. And we had good attendance, and the feedback I got was very favorable. And it kind of goes back to, the old Abe Lincoln phrase: if he had 8 hours to chop down a tree, he'd spend 6 of them sharpening his axe. I had a lot of lead up time on Tuesday to get ready for yesterday, Wednesday. And I had a couple of very productive meetings with individual agents yesterday. And that was, me putting out, kind of good stuff. So the no real takeaway there other than, God, it's good when you just focus on doing your job, and it's so bad when you don't focus on doing your job, right? So being being on task, being, on top of your shit, has things work out nicely. So uh, I'm glad about that. Um, Now we're at another morning of very little structure, but I got a to-do list. I got things I got to get done. I got to find alternatives to the office space that we're looking at, because there may not be efficacy in our transition to that one we picked out. Can't agree to lease terms. That wasn't in my job description. Now, I can be annoyed by that, or I can say, all right, you know what? It's my boss's job. He should be doing it. Guess what? I'll do it. I'll take his job. Simple as that. Someday I may have his job. Simple as that. The other thing is, weighing on me, and I got to use a better sword than a dark cloud or the sword of Damocles, or got to use a better metaphor rather. Is this deficit that I am digging out of? And as I was working last night, I thought it's time to pull the Band-Aid off and start doing something more in the industry that I think I could be good at, and that is something along the lines of consulting. So that's what's next. Now, in order to do that, I have to have clients. I got to get a website up. I have to have testimonials. I have to have agents that I have trained and helped give me testimonials. I got to find business. But I think I can do that. And I think I've got a good enough name in this industry, and I have a good enough skill set and a good enough value proposition for a target audience that I'm thinking of to make that happen. And all of these things are born of planning my work, working my plan, and devoting incredibly small amounts of energy to what doesn't matter. I am not indulging my complaints. I am compartmentalizing them. I'm telling myself to cut it out. I'm not suppressing anything. I get annoyed at the slow driver in front of me. I get annoyed when somebody is surly, right? But I let that go, and I remind myself to get back on steering the ship. No big takeaway today other than, life is so much easier when you plan your work and work your plan, and you aren't spending so much time assessing and evaluating and judging. And again, it goes back to focusing on what I can control, focusing on what I can do, and putting my energy in what I can give out, and not spending too much time ruminating over what is coming my way. I actually enjoy what's coming my way lately, because I notice it's a byproduct of me working on being a giver, putting out good value to those that I come in contact with. That's it for now. Of course, now Is there not, is another shoe going to drop? We'll see. But if and when it does, and it surely will, I think I'll be better prepared. Amor fati.